Hi, beautiful people. So today we're going to make something super special, some yummy salted caramel sauce. It's super rich, nice and thick, golden, delicious looking color. I have it sprinkled over some beautiful, crisp, tasty Granny Smith apples. You can mix this in brownie mix. It's super delicious, and we're going to start making that right now. So in order to make our super yummy, rich, delicious salted caramel sauce, you're going to need a 1/4 cup of water, which I've already placed in the pan. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar, and I'm using sugar, raw sugar, which I really like the raw sugar because it has a beautiful caramel color. You're going to heat it in a pan over medium heat and melt the sugar down. Taking your whisk, you're just going to let the sugar melt on its own with the water and just slowly whisk it until it's fully, completely melted. You're also going to need some heavy whipping cream. I'm using this organic whipping cream, but you can use regular. You also will need a 1/2 stick of butter, unsalted butter, and you're going to cut that up and place it into your pan later on. And you're just going to continue melting that sugar down. Melt, melt away. Here's the sugar, and it's already melted down. You're also going to need some rock salt. I'm using Himalaya pink salt, but you can use any type of sea salt. This is perfect, and it gives the perfect complement to the sweet taste of the caramel sauce. So here's my unsalted butter I've sliced up, and I'm just going to dump it in my pan. The sugar's already started to boil. And I'm just going to blend in the butter into my sugar that's melting and boiling, and get it all really mixed in well together. And you want to make sure you really mix in that butter. The butter is a really nice rich taste. It makes the caramel sauce that much more richer. And you'll notice that the sauce is starting to boil up, and that's good. That's what you want to have happen. And you're just going to let the sauce continue to boil because this is the process where it's going to thicken up. And once it reaches 350 degrees, you're going to pour in your heavy cream. I'm not using a candy thermometer, but if you want, you can use a candy thermometer, stick it in your sauce while it's boiling, and check the degrees, and then add in your heavy cream. I've made caramel sauce several times, so I can tell by the way it's boiling when I need to add it in. So now that your caramel sauce is starting to boil, the sugar and the butter, you want to pour in your cream and start to mix it in well. And I do want to mention, like I said previously, if you're nervous about when to pour in your cream, check the temperature of your sugar when it's boiling at 350 using a candy thermometer. Once it's 350, then you can pour in your cream. So now you're just going to go ahead and mix in your cream, mix it in really well. And you're going to allow the sugar mixed with the butter and the heavy cream, and you're going to allow it to boil up. And this is the thickening process. So I'm just really mixing it nice and well. And as you can see, it's starting to boil, which is what I want. So here my sauce is nice. It's really boiling nicely, which is what I want. You want to be extra careful here. This is critical. Do not let your sauce burn because it can burn very quickly. So as your sauce starts to thicken up, you want to just turn off your burner. And I'm just going to check the consistency of the sauce using a spoon and just kind of pouring it out. And I see that it's thickening up nicely, so I'm going to turn off my burner now. Now that my burner's off, I'm going to add in some Himalaya pink salt. Sea salt. You can use rock salt. You use start with a 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt, and then you can add in more according to taste. But since it's a salted caramel sauce, you do want it a bit salty, but not too salty. It's a fine line between sweet and salty. So I'm just mixing in the remainder of my sea salt, and you can tell that the caramel sauce is really thickening up nicely, which is perfect. So now I'm just going to take my caramel sauce and pour it into my Pyrex glass measuring cup. It's nice and thick, rich looking, looks yummy. So in order to prepare our caramel sauce for gifting, we're just going to pour it into a mason jar. It's going to be super yummy for our family and friends. So then you can just wrap some twine ribbon around your mason jar. I've added a candy cane for festivity purposes. Obviously, if I was gifting this jar of salted caramel sauce, I would definitely fill it up. That's just for demonstration why it's half filled, but ignore that. I also made a smaller jar. And yeah, it's super yummy, you guys. Love it. So there I have my caramel sauce laid out with the apples. And yeah, I'm gonna go, you guys, because I really want to stuff my face with these caramel salted apples. Share the love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.